This week on Capital District Dirt, New England drivers dominate the J.C. Flach Memorial. Mother Nature dominates Friday and Sunday night dirt car action, and we crown a wild child as driver of the week. All that and much more this week on Capital District Dirt. Hey race fans, thank you very much for being with us this week on Capital District Dirt. I'm of course your host, Toby LaGrange. Mother Nature did not play nice with two of the three nights of racing here in the Capital District this past weekend. We'll get to more on that in just a few moments. But first, let's head on out to the Valley of Speed, where they had a very special night of racing honoring the late J.C. Flach. It was, of course, the 12th Annual J.C. Flach Memorial, presented by the Flach family and Avert Iron Containers. Picking up the big win in the Dirt Car Modified Division in the $4,000 top prize was Andy Bicchetti. Colby Schroeder finished second, John Virgilio third, Brett Haas fourth, and Kyle Armstrong rounded out the top five. In the 315 Modified Division, well, much of the same. Andy Bicchetti picked up the win. Ryan Larkin finished second, Joey Coppola third, Jeff Watson fourth, and Kyle Sheldon rounded out the top five. In the sportsman ranks, no surprise, Tim Hartman Jr. picked up the win as he's dominated the division this season. Anthony Maxson finished second, Carl Barnes finished third, Ray Hall Jr. fourth, and Ricky Davis rounded out the top five finishers. In the Dirt Car Pro Stock division, Nick Hilt was the winner over Zach Sorrentino, David Stickles, Chad Jessio, and Sean Perez Jr. In the Limited Sportsman division, Brian Walsh was the winner over John Santolin, Jason Brewer, Chris Humes, and Colby Kokosa. In the Super Street, or Street Stock division, Dave Strebel picked up the win over David Strebel, Jeff Meltz, Lou Gansar, and Jim DeLay. In the four-cylinder division, Jonathan Shepard picked up the win over Gary Malloy, Brian Blank, and Chris Danielenko. Next week, action returns to the Lebanon Valley Speedway on Saturday night with the Bill Darcy Memorial, presented by Darcy Construction and Doherty Brothers Construction. The Dirt Car Big Block Modified feature winner will take home a $5,000 top prize, with all divisions being in action. Race time, of course, is 6 p.m. As I mentioned, Mother Nature was not a big fan of Friday and Sunday night racing here in the Capital District this past weekend. The Albany-Saratoga Speedway did wash out their Friday night program. They return to action this Friday night, June the 14th, when DeCarlo Auto Body presents the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. The Dirt Car Pro Stock division will race for $1,000 to win, courtesy of Gant Wood Products, and the Dirt Car Sportsman division will also race for $1,000 to win, courtesy of Emmerich Associates. All divisions will be in action, with race time being set once again for 7 p.m. On Sunday, heavy overnight rains and flooding made racing impossible at the Glenridge Motorsports Park, so racing was postponed as we are looking for a replacement date for the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series event. Up next will be Sunday, June the 16th. It'll be the Father's Day Blast, presented by New Deals Used Cars. All divisions will be in action, with racing set to start at 6 p.m. Taking a look at the Dirt Car Series action here in the Northeast over the next coming weeks, the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds for the Super Dirt Car Series will be back in action on June the 25th at the Albany-Saratoga Speedway with the first annual Don Davies New York Modified 76 event in honor of the late area auto racing news motorsports journalist Don Davies. The Dirt Car 358 Modified Series will be back in action on June the 19th, that's Wednesday night, when Jammer Sports Bar presents the High Bank Holdup that was rain postponed from late April. $4,500 awaits the winner of that event. The Dirt Car Sportsman Central Region is in action on June the 11th, depending on when you're listening to this. It's either tonight, last night, or in the past. We'll have more on this event in next week's episode of Capital District Dirt. The Dirt Car Pro Stock division, as mentioned, was rained out at the Glenridge Motorsports Park. Up next on the schedule is the August 12th date at the Brewerton Speedway. However, there's a good chance that the Glenridge date will be rescheduled between now and then. The Hoosier Racing Tire Dirt Car Weekly Championship Series standings are out once again this week. Taking a look at the Dirt Car Big Block Modified Division, Mark Johnson sits on top by 54 points over Peter Britton, Colby Schroeder, Jack Lehner, and Demetrius Drelos. In the DIRTcar 358 modifieds, Lance Willicks is on top. He holds a pretty good lead over Billy Dunn. The lead right now stands at 104 points. Andrew Buff, the rookie, is in third spot, Tim Fuller fourth, and Ryan Arbuthnot runs out your top five. In the DIRTcar Sportsman ranks, Zach Buff remains on top of the standings. Zach has a 115-point lead over Tyler Corcoran, Gavin Eisel, Mike Fowler, and Nicholas Root. In the DIRTcar Pro Stock division, Luke Horning's on top by 33 points over Slater Baker. Nick Hill is third, Dave Stickles is fourth, and Chad Jessio runs out your top five. Actually, Zach Sorrentino's tied with Chad Jessio for that fifth position. In the DIRTcar Mini Stocks, or four cylinders if you will, Tony Frezzo is on top by 22 points over Justin Pope, Francis White, Damian Beckler, and Nate Powers. This week's Capital District Dirt Driver of the Week, presented by the Glen Ridge Motorsports Park Kids Club, goes to the driver who swept both the Big Block Modified and 358 Modified events at the Lebanon Valley Speedway this past weekend, the Wild Child, Andy Piketty. Andy Piketty is this week's Capital District Dirt Driver of the Week and is now eligible for the overall Capital District Dirt Driver of the Year award, which will be voted on by you, the race fans. That will do it for this LaGrange Media production. Until next time, please stay safe. Remember to support those that support racing and support all cancer research. Until next time, so long for now.